Good afternoon. Well, I can't believe it. We're on our third recorded episode of That Engineering Chat, EDS Takeover, for today. And it's the first day. I can't believe it. It's been crazy. It's been super busy, and we've had lots and lots of people coming to talk to us, really interesting. And there's been some amazing response from exhibitors here at the stand, so it's really great. I've also got to speak to some fantastic speakers. Thank you to Worth Electronics, who've been our series sponsor for these episodes that will be going out next week. And thank you for EDS for inviting us back. And it's really exciting because I'm going to get to actually talk to some young men from, that sounds a bit strange, some young men from Aston University. I've got Timothy and Keaton from Aston University with this. I mean, look, what is this? All I know is Suzanne just keeps running back to the stand saying to me, you've got to see this wheelchair, you've got to, or whatever this device is, whatever it is, it's amazing. And she's slightly obsessed with orange. You might tell she did our rebrand, and these literally are from her kitchen. But come on, tell me guys, introduce yourselves first, because people will be listening to this next week after the show.
Okay, thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
My name's Tim Whitehead. I'm a senior lecturer at Aston University.
Yeah.
And this is Keaton.
And I'm Keaton. I'm the lead designer for the wheelchair design.
The wheelchair design. Does it have a name?
Not yet.
No, we haven't named it yet.
Can we think? I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, yeah. We'll talk about it afterwards. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've got someone in mind who would be amazing in that wheelchair. So I've got some ideas already.
Yeah.
It doesn't involve someone called June at all. But yeah. So tell me behind this story. How has this come about? You were talking to me earlier. So for those that are listening, you know, how has this project come about? How's the university involved? Why are you here at the show?
Cool. So this came from a British Council-funded project, working in collaboration with a university in South Africa, the Central University of Technology, and we partnered together to solve a problem. And the problem that we identified was that particularly children in low-income areas who have disabilities want to get into wheelchair rugby as a sport.
Is there wheelchair rugby?
This is designed for wheelchair rugby.
I mean, seriously, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah. But the barrier, it's so hard. The barrier for entry for them is that a wheelchair rugby chair costs £2,500.
Wow.
So for us, that's expensive. But if you're in a low-income setting, that's very expensive.
Yeah.
So we set about designing a new chair that could overcome that barrier. And our target price is £250.
So that costs £250, mate?
This is our early prototype.
Early stages, but we're aiming for it to be around 2.
This is amazing, because obviously, as I mentioned to you guys, the other thing that we do is the soapbox race in our local area, and we had the schools race this year, and they were given a prototype, and they, you know, everyone thinks, oh, schools and universities, budgets, la 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 la, but it's for the bigger picture. And they had a very tight budget, and they were using recyclables for their prototype and all sorts. You know, they didn't get my nice shiny chassis that the Kent College Motorsport built for them. So this is amazing. Yeah. So, I mean, what an amazing project to be involved in.
Yeah, it's great. And we're aiming to use recycled materials as well.
Brilliant.
To be more eco-friendly, but also to help reduce the cost.
So the manufacturing is rotational molded, and that is very similar. It's inspired by the children's toy cars that you might recognise in like red and yellow, the little tykes or something they're called. Yeah. The bumper's replaceable because obviously we know that's going to have high impact, and the idea is that they can recycle their bumpers and other bits, and then remake new chairs. That's the vision behind the project.
Because it's HDPE as well, so you can just easily repair it however you need to. And in terms of the form of the design, we wanted it to be quite friendly and approachable because of the age range being 8 to 11.
Yeah.
And kind of move away from the medical aspect of a wheelchair and create something that they're excited and fun to be in, and kind of take their mind off of the fact that they are disabled and, you know, having the steel bars in the typical wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like the form more friendly and approachable.
It's. I mean, is it test friendly? Have you had? Do you need someone to test it?
We haven't tested it yet. This is we're at the stage of the project. We've just finished the first phase. We've done all of our research.
He's like, slow down, Nicole.
Yeah, I know. I use the research, and this is our first. This is a 3D printed prototype.
Yeah, okay.
This was printed on a massive printer, a 1 meter square bed of a printer, in kind of 2 halves. And the next phase is the testing in terms of durability and manufacturing, pre-production.
Yeah. Wow. And so how can people help with this? Do you need help with this? I mean
yeah, we're always keen to. I mean, we've got a project. Can we chat the project website? Throw that out there.
Of course.
Yeah, inclusive-innovation.co.uk is our research project website.
Yeah.
It's funded by the British Council, and it's all about the partnership between different universities and what we can do together.
Brilliant.
So you know, we might get follow-on funding from the British Council or other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to come to a show like today is why are you here? I mean, I know these are rhetorical questions.
Yeah, no, we're here for a couple of. This is our first time here. We've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been
clearly
great.
Here to meet me. Yeah, I mean, look, come on, you're matching my trousers.
Exactly.
I mean, I just need to just squeeze into that chair and I'll be wheeling around in it myself. It's fabulous. But no, genuinely, why is it that you're here this year?
So we're here. So as part of the university, we've got an advanced prototyping facility, which is what helped us actually make this prototype. And our advanced prototyping facility helps SMEs, small businesses, people who've got an idea, turn that into an actual product. We've got the design and engineering expertise.
Brilliant.
And this is just a nice showcase of some of the work that we can do that's on the more creative side of design and engineering, you know. And Keaton here is our fabulous designer, who is the lead designer.
Yeah.
And he's
must be very proud, Keaton.
Yeah, I am. The fact that you start with nothing and then you go from sketches to having the actual thing in front of you, I'm really proud of it. It looks really good.
It looks amazing. Yeah. I mean, it looks fantastic. Have you had lots of good response today from people?
Yeah, it's drawn a lot of people's attention. You know, people are just walking by and like, oh, what's that? And it's really good because it also raises awareness to disability and the wheelchair sports as well in general. Because not a lot of people know. A lot of people are shocked that, you can play rugby in a wheelchair.
Well, like I just was. Yeah. I didn't know at all. Yeah. Is that something that is quite big in South Africa? Is that a particular sport that's...
I think so. South Africa.
Sorry if I'm being naive.
No. South Africa are very big into rugby generally. That's their kind of almost their national sport.
Yeah.
And then wheelchair, if you're disabled, wheelchair rugby is a massive kind of like equivalence. So yeah, it's a big sport.
Because I mean, like I mentioned, a friend of mine's, very good friend of mine's son, he has some disabilities, and we're just doing a fundraiser to get a bike that will help assist him to ride. Mm-hmm. But again, it's about £2,500. It is these things that cost a lot of money that her, a single mum of 3 children, it's not always attainable, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
But his little sister wants to ride a bike. He wants to ride a bike with her. Yeah. And, projects like this is amazing. Also, you must be getting a lot of people interested in university from this, people coming on board and talking about what you're doing, which is what we want. We want more people to be getting, we want more views. I know you're a lecturer, but we do, right? I mean, I wish I'd gone to university. I would have loved it now. Back then, I didn't think I would, but I wish I had, because it's, I think now people are really wanting to learn again, which is really, really great. It's have you had some good inquiries?
We have, haven't we? We've had loads of students and young people at our stall, and I think what's quite nice is projects like this do showcase what design and engineering can do and actually make a really positive difference to the world.
Exactly.
And I think that's just nice. And also moving away from design as like a medical product. We've tried to really steer away from looking medical, which is right at the heart of what we're doing. And to get young people inspired in that is fantastic. We've had loads of people coming over and having a look and taking cards and prospectuses and all the things that the university give out.
Mm-hmm. And how long did this take you to make?
Altogether, it was about a 6-week project from start to finish.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And is there anything you want to talk us through while it's there? You could you could pretend you're like on Top Gear. You could talk us through the This is your moment, Keaton.
Okay, wow.
Come on, this could be live for many people to see.
Okay, so this is like the colours that we chose for this prototype, but it will be available in loads of different colours and parts, interchangeable. So you can customise your own wheelchair.
Wow.
And give it its own personality that kind of reflects you.
Brilliant.
And then also for the seat in the middle, we wanted it to be adjustable because the age range of 8 to 12, the kids are growing up. And so instead of getting a completely new chair, if the seat can adjust,
so they can keep it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so good.
Yeah, this one's fixed, but we can adjust it. There's a good range of adjustment in here.
That's so good, and I think that's crucial actually, that aspect of that, because they do shoot. I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they're growing faster than I can keep up with. But I mean, it's just fantastic. And I think it's such a great thing you're doing personally. From a personal point of view, it's something I'm very passionate about, helping, anyone with disabilities or just any causes like that. But I think just making everything accessible, and it's just so interesting. It's just fascinating.
Yeah.
And it looks fabulous. I kind of don't want to give it back. Can we not just keep it here?
I mean, it does kind of go with everything.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It matches
really?
your stand. It does match.
But then we'd have to have you here as well, which I don't know if the next guest will be happy to sit on your laps. So you might have to go. Listen, both of you have been brilliant. Thank you for coming on that engineering chat. Put your name on the back of the Roosie tree and you can win yourself a podcast, and then you get to talk about this 45 minutes with me.
Fantastic.
So make sure you give all the details, and we will do lots of sharing with what you're doing, because it's a really great cause, and fair play to you. Well done, both of you.
No, thank you so much.
Brilliant. All right, lovely to talk to you. Have a good rest of show.